Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 258. Rob Hoback here. That's Jack. He's a little crabby. That's okay. Welcome to Daily Discipline. Appreciate you showing up. We're happy that you're here. Honored and humbled you come back. It's a manic Monday. It's a work day for a lot of us. It's also Monday on 4th of July, so a lot of people have the day off. But regardless of whether you're required to report in with your employer or not, still a work day. We've got things to do, so let's get to work. First things first. Still the realist. I'm also a human. Yeah. I was thinking about this yesterday. That I just wanted to. I was thinking about how much more productive I would be if I didn't have to sleep, slow down because it got hot or tired. But that's just part of the process. I'm not a machine. None of us are. We're humans, right? And we should be thankful that we're humans. We have feelings and we get to have relationships, get to be parents, things of that, right? So I'm thankful. Um, my thankies for the day is pro sports, right? So this is kind of the slow time of the year, right? The what is it? Wimbledon just kicked off. NBA free agents, is in a frenzy that went live yesterday. But so it's kind of like the off sports cycle and it makes sense, right? Because most of us are taking vacations and stuff like that, and we want to be outside. But the beauty of it is that I love these free agent spirit periods because everybody has something to say. And because today's the first day of July, it's also known as Bobby Bonilla Day because Bobby Bonilla was a baseball player that was signed to a ridiculous contract and then he deferred some money. And every year, for a long, long time now, he's going to be getting some money from the New York Mets. And the reason that I bring this up is that it's the time of the year where NBA guys are deciding where they're going to go. So the big news yesterday, one of the items was that Kevin Durant, who again was drafted out of college to the Seattle Supersonics, who he played a year there, then they transferred the franchise to Oklahoma City. Then he saw how they treated a couple people there. So allegedly, Kevin made the decision like, I'm going to do what's best for me. And so it was announced yesterday that he and Kyrie Irving are meeting up in New York City or Brooklyn and going to play for the Nets, owned by Jay-Z, partly. Um, but, it got me thinking. So about 10 years ago, so in 2009, we had The Decision, which was when LeBron said, hey, I've decided I'm going to go to Miami. And everybody's all bent out of shape. And he went down there and they made the finals the first year. And then they won a couple in a row. And then as everybody was getting hurt, he went back to Cleveland. And so you look back at it about, well, was that a win for LeBron? And I think it was, because he obviously won some championships. He made he established some relationships like with D Wade and Chris Bosh and Kevin Love that will last for a very, very long time. And for all of the noise, I still think he was a winner. 3 years ago, Kevin Durant said, you know what, I'm uh, leaving Oklahoma City. I'm going to go to Golden State. Everybody, oh, he's a traitor. He left the team. Blah, blah, blah. Well, those are special rules that we as fans place on our athletes, right? Like if you were to compete against another company at work and then that company said, hey, we're going to pay you the max amount of money that we can possibly. And by the way, we win all the time. Why would any of us turn that down, right? And so, Kevin Durant, everybody's got something to say. So, obviously he's much better. If you become a professional athlete, you should be much better at blocking out the noise. And then looking and saying who really won, right? When you get to a certain point, you're then talking generational money, and I would argue that it doesn't really matter, and that's why I think you see some of these guys leaving money on the table because they want to go play for their reasons, and I applaud that because it would be no different in our lives, right? So, what's the point? The point is we got to learn how to block out the noise. We got to make decisions that are best for us. Like Bobby Bonilla made a good decision and said, you know what, I'll take the deferral on that, and you can pay me every year for like 60 years, right? Kevin Durant said, you know what, people are going to complain about me leaving Oklahoma City and going to San Francisco. Say that, right? And you know how much I adore Oklahoma. But if I had my choice to live, Oklahoma City or San Francisco, and I had the means to live either one, and I was going to win more championships, go to San Francisco. He went out there and did his thing. Now he's like, I'm going to do what's best for me. Good for you, right? Hands up, peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you guys stopping by yet again today. And I'll be back here tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye.